Hello everyone, welcome back to some Mountain Blade Warband, and let's just get right back into it. I believe we just took Kurin Castle, and we need to take some more stuff because I believe we're still over the Norns. And annoyingly, the Vagirs, I believe, yes, the Vagirs, they declared war on us for absolutely no reason at all. We have never done anything to the Vagirs ever. They did it unprovoked, and they attacked Braven. So now the Nords only have 2 types left. So I think it's a great time to try to attack. I'm saying that as if like we're not already at war for some reason. What I'm trying to say is that I think we should try to kill the Nords. Yeah, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it, huh? That makes sense, declaring... Like, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it, Rodux? I mean, it took him a little... Is King Ragnar here? No, I thought I saw him. Oh, yeah, Siege Tower is my favorite kind of siege. I can't look at my inventory? Well, I'm gonna do that real quick. Now, I was talking about, the term tryhard last time, and now I'm gonna get into it. All right, and I've had some time to think over it a little bit to get my thoughts a little bit more focused and concentrated and more streamlined. So the term tryhard, I really hate it. The reason I hate it so much is because, well, not that I hate it exactly, I think it's just a very negative way to look at just a very negative thing to say. So, okay. Let's say Black Ops 4. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Listen, alright. I was pretty good at Call of Duty Black Ops 4 multiplayer. For whatever reason, I was pretty good at it. I sucked at every other kind of multiplayer that exists. I was good at that one, right? I was good at Black Ops 4 multiplayer. So, if I'm playing that game, and someone kills me, I'll never say, oh, you're a tryhard, right? Well, okay, so let's say I kill someone and they call me a tryhard. Now let's think about that for a second. You're saying that I killed you, yes, and you call me tryhard, which is an insult, which means it should be offensive to me. Okay, you're calling me tryhard because I tried. Okay, first of all, we're playing a competitive game. We're both trying to win, right? You're trying to win, and I'm trying to win. Now, in a way, you're kind of casting shame on me because I'm trying to win in a way, or more than you. So the way I'm trying to win, you consider it to be a little too much, or you're considering my want to win a little too much. Now, keep in mind, we're both playing a competitive game in which the goal we both should have in a competitive game is to win. Yet you're saying the way I want to win, or how I want to win, is in a way to where it's bad. Now I think that's really, well, first off, if that seems really stupid. Second off, I think even if you don't think it's stupid, it's still a negative way to think. This is just me personally. When I'm in a multiplayer game, this is my philosophy when it comes to competition and competitiveness, when it comes to gaming and online games. You can use whatever you want. Okay, first off, in any game, there's a set of rules, right? You can't cheat, you can't hack, you can't have an unfair advantage, right? But you can use, as long as it's equal opportunity, right? As long as I have the same opportunity and I can use exactly what you can use, it's fine, right? I can't use an aimbot, maybe you can. But everyone in the whole game can use, for example, in Call of Duty, shotguns. We can only use shotguns. You can use it, I can use it. That's fair. That's the rules. That's part of the rules we both accept. So once we accept those rules, this is my philosophy. You can do what you want to do, and I'm gonna do what I want to do to win, right? Now, I don't care what you do to win, because regardless, I should be able to find a way to beat you no matter how you play or what you choose to do, because I have the same access to the same tools you do. So theoretically, if I play well enough, I should always be able to find a way to beat you, right? That's the way I see it, at least. And even if I think that mindset is a lot more positive, I think that mindset's positive, but I'm not trying to promote it so you can adopt it. I'm just pointing out that using the term tryhard is just a negative way to go about your life, I think. Because you're just like, oh, you're trying hard. You're trying to do something more than me, and I lost because of that. I don't understand. I never got that. It's like, you'll beat someone in the game and then they say you suck. Not even considering how that's kind of hypocritical or self-insulting in a way, to say that I beat you but I'm bad at the game. So theoretically, if I'm bad at the game and I beat you, would that not mean that you are also bad at the game? And if not, how? And they'd be like, oh, you know, well, I don't know what to say back to that. But here's the thing. And it happens to me too, where like, I'll get beaten by someone I'll get beaten by someone and I think, well, I'm better at this person than the game. I'm better at this person in the game we're playing, right? I get beaten by them. I don't message them afterwards saying that they suck. Plus, when I think that, I think this is the way my brain works. I go, this person I think is worse beat me. I should try to fix this to make sure it doesn't happen again. So that's what I do. I just try to figure out a way to make sure it doesn't happen again. That's it. I don't message them afterwards saying they suck. I don't know. Oh, by the way, if you're gonna play online games, this is what I did. I'll tell you something. It's a secret. Turn off notifications, right? This is what I do, right? I turn off notifications for Xbox because, you know, I record on Xbox, so I turn off my notifications, so obviously I don't get pop-ups during recording, because that would not be the best, right? Obviously. So I avoid that by just turning off notifications. I need some arrows, possibly, if I can get some. Also, let's try the strategy where we just tell them to move forward in the castle. Oh, but I did that, right? I turned off my notifications, and I'll tell you something. Playing online is a lot better if you do that. There's these purple plants are kind of messing me up with the dots and stuff. Okay, it looks much better. But just straight up, just turn off notifications while you're playing an online game, or you can just keep them turned off. So yeah, I just recommend doing that. Just turn off notifications. It's just so much better. And I've had a lot of funny Xbox conversations, and I'm thinking about maybe making a video highlighting some of my favorites. But obviously, the one thing I don't like about that is that obviously, if I have those conversations, I kind of be kind of biased because I'm going to pick them, and I'm going to seem like the good guy, or they're going to seem like the stupid one, which is, I don't know how I like that. I think I might just do it anyway. Yeah. I was thinking about doing that sometime. I don't know when. That's just an idea. I think it'd be fun though. Cause I do have some funny ones, because whenever you play competitive games, people always love to message you. Sometimes when you do something, you just feel like you're gonna get messaged after the game. But yeah, I'm gonna get like 2 messages after this game. I can feel it. And this is unfortunate. Oh, please give me your arrows. Ugh. Whatever, we're gambling here. Okay, there's only one more person up here. I didn't know how many people. I love this game. All right. Love it. Like, that's like, you're on your own, man. Yeah, I understand. But I was hoping to kill the Nords, but I don't think I'll be able to, unfortunately. I can maybe do it. Okay, Frentis is healthy, so I get the engineer skill. Make the amount of time it takes to siege a lot lower because of the engineer. Which is really good. But all in all, the term tryhard is just, first, I think it's a dumb saying, and I think it's a dumb saying, and secondly, even if you don't believe it's a dumb saying, I believe it's just not a good way to think. You know what I mean? Because in the way you talk is the way you think. Which is like, you know, whole control language, control thought. George Orwell, 1984. Speech is thought, and out of speech. You can do this. You can experiment. You can prove this right, and you can prove this wrong. So if you can no longer, let's say you can no longer, how would I put this up? It's a good way to experiment. You can no longer speak about anything pertaining to cake, right? Never, ever. No, that's dumb. Hold on. This is kind of difficult. I'll do a dumb analogy. So you can never talk about anything relating to cooking, right? You can never talk about cooking ever. And if you ever do, you're gonna get let's say you're gonna get tortured, and then you're going to be released. And if you do it again, get tortured, even worse, double torture. You're released, right? Every single time you even talk about cooking, anything to do with cooking. I guarantee you, you will not be thinking about cooking ever again in your life. Because if you don't talk about it, you're naturally never going to think about it. And vice versa. Because you talk about what you think, and you think about what you talk. That was only half correct, but just don't think about it. Just listen. If you listen and don't think about what I talk about, it makes a lot more sense. Whenever I listen back to myself when I'm editing, and whenever I'm listening back, yeah, I can say that. Whenever I'm listening to myself when I'm editing these videos, is breaking the fourth wall? Oh well, whatever. It's just like, I'll say stuff, I'm just like, man, shut up. Like, shut up, man. Man, stop talking. But here's the thing. I'm not sure if it's like this. This is like it with me, at least. Whenever I tell a joke, it's always funny to me if I forget about it. So sometimes I'll be watching, I'll forget what I said, and it's just, I'll make like a joke or something, and it's like really funny to me because all the jokes I make are just funny to me to begin with. So whenever one of my friends or yeah, whenever one of my friends tells me something I have said in the past, and I don't have the best memory. I usually forget about it, and they tell me, it's like, it's really funny to me. Oh, I might have already talked about this. I've been saying, oh well, I'll just continue. I've talked about it. I have a dark sense of humor, right? Well, that's part of my humor. It's dark sense of humor, right? And my friends, the ones I talk to normally, they kind of understand that, and they know that if they tell me something that's not if they tell me something that's bad or like bad, sad, or anything like that, it just makes me laugh. Like, it's just funny to me. So like, I remember one time, one of my friends, he was talking, and he told me that his I believe it was his dog died, and man, I started smiling. But listen, right? I'm not, listen, alright, I'm not a psychopath, I swear. There's a reason why I was laughing. No, I didn't laugh, I started smiling, right? But here's the thing, listen, man, I'm innocent. There's a reason why I start smiling, and I don't want to get into the full story, or do I? No, I'm not gonna get into the full story because it's like a two-party thing. He told me it, and I don't want to be talking about it because I don't know, you know what I mean? But I'll just say that you just have to trust me. There's a reason why I was smiling when he said that, and there were events that led up to the dog being hit by a car. Like, okay, I'll give you an example, right? So let's say like he has a dog, and it's just like the dog's been going into the road a lot, and he does nothing about it, and then it gets hit. And, like, you can understand how that's kind of funny, because it's just like, you know, like I told you that the dog was getting into the road and he's probably gonna get hit, and you know, you didn't listen, dog got hit. Kind of funny. You can understand it at that point, right? So it's kind of like that, where like there's kind of a reason there. It's not just funny because the dog got hit. I mean, that's kind of why it is funny. And listen, all right? I'm not a psychopath. I do like dogs. I just have a dark sense of humor. And some people will get that. Some people will just like, now some people just like, they don't get it. And that's why you have to be careful, right? You can't just walk up on someone and they tell you like, hey man, I got diagnosed with I got diagnosed with lice, man. You know, it really sucks. And no, that's just funny to me. My friends, they can't tell me anything that's serious, like seriously sad, because then it's just fine with me. Where did he come from? But some of my other humor stems from SpongeBob, so it's just like stupid, like Patrick stupid. I like love that. Like, your genius is showing, like, where? Like, that's funny. Like, that's good right there. Or when Patrick was in the bathrooms, like, you gave me the ugly. That stuff is fine to me. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch SpongeBob. But yeah, I get my humor somewhat from SpongeBob as well. So I like really dumb stuff and also like dark stuff. This is two of my favorite. Dumb and dark. My favorite humor. Oh, Jesus. It's really tough out here with people with dark senses of humor because we really can't you know, share what's funny to us to just everyone around us, or we're going to be, you know, we're going to be investigated somewhat. At some point we're going to be investigated. Some crime's going to go down and we're going to be suspect because you're going to be like, you know, anyone who's been acting suspicious? And you're like, yeah. Or this guy had told me a joke about orphans dying, and he was laughing a lot, so it wouldn't surprise me if it was him. Like that's like you're gonna be investigated. You just go around telling random people like jokes that are dark. So it's really tough out here, people with dark senses of humor. If I have pun humor, I can go around and tell those jokes anywhere, and the only thing that'll happen is like no one wants to be around me. And puns are funny. Everyone like 0.01% chance of a pun being funny at any given point in time. 1 in 1,000. I wonder what the psychological thing is there, like the reason why dark humor is so funny. Because there's something psychological there, why it's just so funny.